This is the Momma Fit Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to all those mamas out there that want to fit a workout in a day, or want to fit in a moment of bliss, or hey, you want to fit into those skinny jeans. Dana Dieters is the host of Momma Fit Podcast. She's a mother of two beautiful girls, a wife, and entrepreneur. Her passion became her profession when she had a wake-up call about 15 years ago. With the support of others and a positive attitude, she was able to overcome the hurdles in her life. This mama strives to wake up and conquer each day to make it better than the day before. Her passion for business and education to others is what drives this mama to be the best version of Momma Fit. With Dana's background, she hopes to help you with your business, health and fitness needs, family time in the kitchen, and give you motivation and inspiration to tackle your day. And most importantly, to help you fit in your Momma Fit time.
Welcome back to the Momma Fit Podcast. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today. And we are talking about weight loss and quick fixes. Is there a healthy way? Some of us are working really hard, putting in the time at the gym or on the treadmill and getting your body sweating and making yourself work hard. You're eating these balanced meals, but we are just not seeing the results that we want. Okay, so I'm going through this because I just want to have everyone realize that it takes time. It's time putting into your body. It's that healthy lifestyle that we all talk about. I know it seems like what a bogus thing and when can we have fun and eat what we want? But obviously it comes through moderation and balance. Being a woman in a time period where our self-image seems to be everything, and being skinny or thin or whatever it is that people want to feel like right now is perceived as being beautiful. And there's no surprise that every common topic I get presented with is about weight loss and using various diets or weight loss products. While I always immediately want us to respond to every single person, you are beautiful the way you are, or just eat a balanced meal and exercise, put in the work, I know that the real root runs more deeply. It is intimately tied to our emotional being, not just our desire to be fit or to get into those skinny jeans from 5 years ago. I will step back here and try to explain the mechanism of our weight, our body defense and coping mechanism, educate about the harmful weight loss tricks, and then offer true, healthy, and sustainable ways to feel amazing in our body. Because this is all about being comfortable with our own skin, appreciating what you have, what you can do with it, not how others will think of you. While I went to school for psychology and fitness and health, I would love to dabble into analyzing the emotional root of weight. I think that there's the best way to address this is the logical of weight loss. And how many people make the mistake of going for the so-called easy route, which is like the 7 to 14 day weight loss kits, fat burning supplements, extreme diets, and then often lead to a more compromised and physical heavier state of being what they were. And if you are listening to this today, I do have that yo-yo diet, which I'm explaining right here in this podcast a little bit more further. And that was the week prior. So if you're getting this now, go back to the week before and I will have that out. And you can actually take a listen to that. And that will explain a little bit of the yo-yo diet and what your body does. So basically the body has a natural weight that it's happy with, healthy at. And once you reach that weight, it's difficult to move it either way. If that weight was achieved through exercise and healthy diet, that is. At this weight, your body is receiving all the nutrients it needs to function properly and is burning excess calories throughout a sustainable and high burning metabolism. Right now, for me, I am at probably my perfect, healthy, happy weight. And I have a very hard time moving it below 124. And I'm going to put it out there. I weigh 124 to 128. I'm in between that 4 calorie, depending on what I eat the day before. And I don't weigh myself every day. It's usually at the doctor's. So that's kind of where I'm at. And my body's comfortable with it and it's healthy that way. I feel good. So I'm at a maintenance and I'm good with that. I don't need to lose 5 more pounds to get to the 110s or whatever it is. But when I was at 115, my body was not where it should have been. I felt horrible. I felt awful. I felt like I had to keep doing more and more and more to get to where I wanted to be at that 115, which is nowhere to be when you're at already a low weight. I mean, I was lower before that even when I was having my eating disorder. So I know this stuff. I've been there. I've been to that mentality where I was about 115 and I felt very heavy. And I obviously wasn't, because 115 is very low. Again, I'm explaining that where our bodies are healthy and happy, this is where our body wants to be, and that's where it's the healthiest. Many people are here. When people want to move past that weight to go below this threshold, meaning you have a lower percent body fat, a few things happen for you. For one, you have to cut out necessary nutrients and calories from your diet, typically from the carbohydrates and the healthy fats that cause our body to be forced into a state of stress. From there, vital nutrients are not present, so you can begin to see symptoms such as hair loss, fatigue, morning brain fog, constipation, dry skin, hormone imbalance. I see this all the time, and I've actually been there myself. Actually, I've been there for many years, and I never felt good. I actually felt worse about myself, smaller than I am now. Secondly, depending on how you do it, you can put your body in a state of starvation where it will be trained to hold on to any calories it receives. Since the body's intelligence does not know when it will receive food again, think back to our hunter and gathering days. As a result, you may actually gain weight in the long run since the body is retrained to hold on to any calories, not burn them. And I'm going to just talk to you one more thing about my story. When I had an eating disorder, I will tell you this. I walked 7 miles every day. I was on the elliptical for 2 hours. I burned so many calories, and I was eating around maybe 1,000 calories a day. I was actually maintaining that weight. I never dropped a pound for 2 years. I did the same thing every single day. And that's when I said, I can't do this anymore. And they put me in a hospital. Finally, if you embark on a long-term calorie restrictive diet, like I just mentioned, you may begin to burn muscle, not fat, which actually can come from our very organs, in addition to the muscle tissue. And the less lean muscle tissue we have, the fewer calories our body burns on a daily basis. Therefore, we have to be very careful when addressing weight loss, and you must make sure that you are in place where you have excess calories to burn without compromising our current health and nutrient status. All right, a next thing that I've heard about quick fixes is one thing we don't hear much about is about the fact that an unhealthy weight is not due to a high calorie intake, but an overly toxic system. The body's job is to protect itself at all times, and that it includes protection from toxins that our body is being exposed to. We are exposed to a copious amount of toxins daily through the air, water, and personal products that we use, and largely from the food we eat. So as a result, our body is constantly trying to detoxify in order to protect our organs, tissues, and cells. If the detoxification pathways, liver, intestines, kidneys, lymph nodes, skin, lungs are congested, then our body will not be able to efficiently move the toxins out of our cells for elimination. So if the body does not have enough energy at that cellular level, meaning poor nutrition, poor digestion, and therefore assimilation, it will not be able to move the toxins outside of the cellular body due to lack of energy. Therefore, the body will choose to hold on to toxins inside fat cells as a way to protect itself from body-wide toxic exposure. It is only until you can open up the detox pathways and provide a proper healthy energy to the cell itself that your body will prepare it to move them out. As a result, weight loss often naturally occurs when the body becomes healthy and its internal toxic buildup is greatly decreased. So here are some 4 steps to reach a sustainable healthy weight to clean up the inside so your outsides will follow. So number 1, obviously, is our nutrition. There are not many ways around it, but you are what you eat. So the simple fact of cleaning up your nutrition will allow you to lose weight fairly fast. And those results will be long-term and sustainable. What that means is that your nutrition should focus on whole grains, healthy fats, fresh organic vegetables and fruits if possible, getting raw nuts and seeds, beans, lean meats, along with the elimination of toxic foods and food-like substances. So you might be asking, well, what does that actually mean? What should I be eating? So what I mean is you should be removing all toxic foods from your nutrition, meaning conventional animal products, processed and refined foods, fried foods, toxic oils, trans fat, canola, soy, vegetable oil, margarine, soda, artificial sugars, refined sugars, white flour, and you'll also naturally reduce your toxic load with that, which will allow your body to become a healthy weight. Number 2, reduce exposure to environmental toxins. That means water, household, and personal care products. Begin by exchanging out toxic personal care products for a gentle, natural products as much as you can. I mean, I know when it's like flu time, we want to use like the stuff that's going to kill it. And I've done that, so I'm not going to, lie. I do put on some rubber gloves and start cleaning. But again, this is all in moderation. We need to focus on trying to remove things one step at a time. So if you feel like this is crying out to you, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all of these things. I'm so stressed. I don't even know where to begin. Step by step, take one step at a time. So just trying to maybe drink more filtered water. Get a filtered pitcher if you don't have a filtered system in your house. If you don't have that, you can easily go to, let's just say, Walmart. They have pitchers for $15. Start there. That would be your number 1 starting point. Like I said, this is a step-by-step thing. Just trying to get you on track. You don't have to go crazy wild and get it, like remove everything out of your diet or nutrition. It's literally just about starting somewhere. So the next thing I would have to say would be our detoxification, removing harmful toxins to open up those detoxification pathways. So we're wanting to supply that nutrients to support our gut, our liver, and our kidney. So cleansing those would be what you need to do. I use some different products from different companies. So I have a separate probiotic I use a digestive enzyme. I also use aloe vera juice. I use a cleansing for my kidneys and liver and my cells. So I have different things that I use that will help me feel the best, that detoxes those harmful toxins and allows my body to burn and have the energy I need to live a healthy life and have the energy to live that healthy life. So number foods, superfoods that are for cleansing. So increase your cellular energy and use natural cleansing agents. So once you start moving toxins out of your body via the supplement programs that you might know of, or if you need help with that, let me know. I can set you up with something or give you some recommendations. And throughout our natural process of losing weight, it's very important to ensure that our toxins are safely leaving the body. The best way to do this is supplying the nutrients that increase the energy of cells while currently using the nutrients that bind and force toxins out of the cells. So a few great superfoods that I use usually are chia seeds. I use those almost every day. Chlorella, blue-green algae. Sounds weird and gross, but seaweed is another one. Parsley, cilantro. Just add that stuff into your shakes or your food. Finally, one of my biggest things that I have a lot of questions on, and since I'm getting to 40, that I'm only 38, but I'm getting close to it, is hormones. I am so interested in hormones. So I wanted to add in, what are the role of hormones in our weight loss? So hormones do play a role in weight, and if they become imbalanced, it also can lead to stubborn weight gain. A common way this occurs is from exposure to the xenoestrogen. Xenoestrogen are foreign estrogens that interfere with our normal hormone production and balance. The main culprits of this is dairy, animal meat products, processed soy, plastic water bottles, and some personal care items. By changing the diet and eliminating the chemicals, often the hormones begin to normalize. In some cases, they need a detoxification of the xenoestrogens and natural hormone stimulants, or replacements must be used. So my final thoughts on this whole agenda with this episode is, the main idea is that if you lead a healthy lifestyle that contains a blend of balanced eating, daily exercise, stress management, and the elimination of some toxic products, your body will find its place. There are really no gimmicks, special diets, or kits that are going to be used long-term and sustainable for weight loss that don't compromises our health. Your weight is a reflection of not only how you eat, but how healthy your body is. So focus on the inside, and the outside will follow suit. If you're doing all the following, the weight is not coming off, then it's very vital that you address the emotional component of your weight. Many times we hold on to weight because our subconscious is protecting you from some sort of emotional trauma, which we may have not been able to let go of. Just a food for thought. Another issue may be a hormonal imbalance that's driven by birth control or PCOS. And maybe you need to see the doctor to figure out what is going on hormonally. Last but not least, I love this quote from Dolly Parton. I tried every diet in the book. I tried some that weren't in the book. I tried eating the book. It tasted better than most of the diets. Thank you so much for listening to this last episode of the Momma Fit podcast. And I want you to come back next week. So I hope you enjoyed this one. And just remember, take one step at a time and really focus on living that healthy lifestyle that your body truly needs.
Thanks so much for spending your time with the Momma Fit podcast. Dana is so happy to share her tips and tricks with you. If you loved this podcast, we'd be so happy if you could share this episode with your friends and family. Also, if you have time, please leave us a review of your honest thoughts and reflections of the podcast on iTunes or our app. We'd be so grateful. If you have any topic or suggestion that you want answered, leave those in the comments below and make sure that you fit in your Momma Fit time.